Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Cozy Baby. Happy to have you back for another tutorial. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Susie. If you're interested in crocheting baby projects, I would highly suggest to click on that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you don't miss any of my tutorials. In today's video, I will show you how to crochet this band, this hairband, for a size 3 years. This is for my daughter. Feel free to check the description box for any other age. Like I said, this is for a size 3 years, 3 to 4 years. It is made with a very simple stitch. Here it is. And it has this beautiful flower that I will also teach you how to make. So if you would like to make this hairband, please keep on watching and let's get into the materials. We need a number 3 DK lightweight yarn. This is the brand that I'll be using. A Trofeo baby can, anti-pilling, 100% acrylic. So I will be using it in color white this time, but you can choose any color. And we also need the 3.5mm crochet hook. We need a center decoration. I'm using this pearl as my decoration. If you have a yarn needle, you can also use that or use the hook. In my case, I don't have one, so I'm gonna be using my hook. And something to glue the flower. So I used a hot glue gun, but you can sew on the flower if you want. So now with that said, let's get started. I made 81 chains, which gives me the total of 38 centimeters. Like I said, this is for the size 3 years old. For any other size, check the description box. But for this one, we need 38 centimeters, which is 81 chains. Once we have them, we're gonna be closing to the first one, so be careful, making sure the chains are not turning. Into the first chain, we make the slip stitch. Like this. Now we chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. This is the first double crochet. We pull to the thread. Into the next chain, another double crochet. Into the next chain, double crochet. We have 3. Into the next chain, double crochet. We're gonna continue making double crochet all around. At the end, we should have 81 double crochet, counting these 3 chains. I finished the first row. We have 81 double crochet. Now for the next row, we are going to start by making 1, 2, 3 chains, which is 1 double crochet. One more chain, that is going to be the chain 1 space. In the same stitch, 1 double crochet. We skip 2 stitches, 1 and 2. In number 3, double crochet, 1 chain. In the same stitch, double crochet. Skip 2 stitches, 1 and 2. In number 3, repeat, double crochet, 1 chain. In the same stitch, double crochet. Skip 2 stitches. In number 3, 1 double crochet, 1 chain. In the same stitch, double crochet. This is the sequence for row number 2. I finished the row. I have 27 V's. In here I had left 2 stitches and I made the slip stitch into the 3rd chain. For next row, we are gonna yarn over into this space. In here, go in, grab yarn and go out and pull a little. Into the next stitch without getting yarn, just insert in here, grab yarn, go out. Into the next stitch, go in, grab yarn and go out. We should have 5 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We yarn over, close only 3, yarn over, close the last 3. Chain 2, 1 and 2. Into the same space, this one, insert the hook, grab yarn and go out. Without grabbing yarn, into the next stitch or the chain 1 space, go in, grab yarn and go out. Into the next space, go in, grab yarn and go out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops, grab yarn, close 3. We have 3 left, grab yarn, close the last 3 like this. Again, chain 2 into the same space, go in, grab yarn and go out. Go in into the chain 1 space, grab yarn and go out. Into this space, go in, grab yarn and go out. Again, 5 loops, close only 3, close the last 3. Chain 2 into the same space, go in, grab yarn and go out. We have 1 to the next space, 2 into the next space, 3. Close only 3, yarn over, close the last 3. Chain 2, 1 and 2. Into the same space again, yarn over, insert in here, grab yarn and go out, and pull a little. Into the chain 1 space, go in, grab yarn and go out. Into the next space, go in, grab yarn and go out. 5 loops, close only 3, and close the last 3. Chain 2, again into this space, remember to yarn over the first time. To this space, grab yarn and go out, into the next one, and into the last one. Close the first 3 loops, close the last 3 loops, and chain 2. Into this space again, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, close 3, yarn over, close the last 3. Chain 2 and repeat. So follow this sequence for all this row. I got here to the end. I just need 1 more stitch to make. I have my 2 chains in here in this space. We yarn over, again, yarn over, insert, grab yarn and go out. Into the next stitch, grab yarn, and in here is where we begin. So in here in the same stitch, we do the same thing. Close only 3, and then close the last 3. And don't forget to chain 2. We find the stitch and make the slip stitch in there like this. And we finished with the 3rd row. For row number 4, we are gonna insert the hook into this space like this without yarning over. Just insert the hook into this space, and then we grab yarn and we make a single crochet. Then we chain 1, 2. This single crochet and these 2 chains equals 1 double crochet. Chain 1 more. This is going to be the chain 1 space. Into the same stitch, we yarn over into the same space, we make a double crochet like this, and we have 1 V. Without making chains, into the next space in here, not in here but into the bottom part. So we skip this space into here, we make 1 double crochet. We chain 1 in the same space, another double crochet. So we have 1 V. Into the next space in here, we make 1 double crochet, chain 1 into the same space, another double crochet. We have another V. So we have 3 V's. In the next stitch or the next space in here, 1 double crochet, 1 chain in the same space, another double crochet. So we're going to continue making these V's. We have to have the same amount of V's we had in this 2nd row. So let's continue like this in every space. Remember that that is not in here, it's down here. And we make the double crochet, 1 chain in the same space, double crochet. I finished the row and I have the 27 V's, the same ones we had in the 2nd row. Now for the next row, we're going to be repeating this row, this one. So in this space, we yarn over, insert the hook into this space, grab yarn, go out, into the next stitch or the chain 1 space, grab yarn, go out, into the next space, grab yarn and go out. We should have 5 loops. We close only 3. We have 3 loops, close last 3. 1, 2 chains, again yarn over into this same space, grab yarn and go out, into the chain 1 space, grab yarn and go out, into this next space, grab yarn and go out. 5 loops, we close 3, close the last 3, and chain 2 and repeat. Into the same space, insert, grab yarn and go out to the next one, grab yarn and go out into the last one, grab yarn and go out. 5 loops, close 3 loops, close them all together and chain 2. Again, yarn over into this space, grab yarn and go out. 1, 2 and 3. Close these 3, close the last 3. 1, 2 chains into this space, repeat. 1, 2, 3. Close 3, close the last 3 and chain 2. So repeat this same sequence for all this row. I finished the row. I made my 2 chains and the slip stitch into the stitch. For the next row, we're going to be repeating the row of the V's. So remember that in this space, we go in and we make 1 single crochet and then we chain 2. The single crochet and the 2 chains equals 1 double crochet. Chain 1 more, that is going to be the chain 1 space. Yarn over into the same space, we make the double crochet. We have 1 V to the next space. In here, remember that not in the chain 2 but in here, repeat the V, double crochet, 1 chain into the same space, salute, double crochet into the next space, repeat, double crochet, 1 chain into the same space, double crochet. So follow this sequence for all this row. I finished the row. I have my 27 V's. Now we're gonna find the second chain. This is the single crochet 1. Here's the second chain, leaving free 1 chain like this. Now we're gonna repeat this past row. So yarn over into this space, grab yarn and go out into the chain 1 space and into the next stitch, and we close only 3, yarn over, close the last 3. 1, 2 chains in the same space, 1, 2, 3. We have 2, 4, 5 loops, close 3, close the last 3, chain 2, yarn over in this same space, 1, 2, 3, close 3, close the last 3, chain 2, and repeat this for all this row. I finished the row, this past one, and then repeated the row of the V's. This is going to be the last row. Then we're going to end with a row of double crochet in every stitch. We start with 3 chains, which is 1 double crochet in the chain 1 space, double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet. We have 3 in the next stitch, double crochet in the chain 1 space, double crochet in the stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the chain 1 space, double crochet. So we're going to continue like this for all this row. You should have the same amount of stitches we started. So I started with 81. I'm going to have to end with 81 double crochet. I finished the row with 81 double crochet. I chain 1 and cut the thread but a little bit long, because we're going to use this thread to join these 2 ends. So we're going to grab the middle part of the hairband or headband like this. We fold it in half like this. Okay, then we're gonna fold this part in here, grab the other end and fold it like this. We're gonna have something like this. Again, if you have the needle, the yarn needle, you can use your needle, but I'll be using this one because I don't have the needle right now. I can't find it. So I'm just gonna insert the hook in here like that, and we're gonna grab this end and pass it through here, making sure we are grabbing the 3 parts and we get out the yarn like this. Then we're gonna go back, insert the hook from the back like this, and we grab this end in here. We bring this yarn to the front. If you're using the hook, it's going to be a little bit harder, but just keep on working with it. just like that, and we can pull. Once we have it like that, we can give it a few rounds like this, always fixing these ends. Just like this. Then we're gonna make a knot in here, go out, we chain one, and we pull, and we're gonna have something like this. Like I said, always fixing them. You see this one looks better, just try to fix these ends like this, and we can cut this thread, and we have something like this. We can put this to the side because we're gonna get started on the flower. For the flower, we're gonna make a magic ring. However, you know, I just go around my 2 fingers like this. I insert the hook from the bottom of the first loop and then bring the other loop and chain 1. So I have 1 chain. I'm gonna add 1. I added 1 more chain. In the same stitch or in the same loop, we are gonna make 12 half double crochet. So we have 1 in here, not counting the 2 chains, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make 6 more so we can have 12. I have my 12 half double crochet. Now we're gonna close the magic ring like that. We find the first half double crochet, which is in here, and we make the slip stitch. So we're gonna work everything in this stitch. Just to not get confused, we're gonna add a stitch marker on the second stitch. So we made the slip stitch into this stitch. In the next stitch, we are gonna place the stitch marker. But since we're gonna work a lot of stitches in this first stitch, this one is gonna hide. So that's why we are gonna add the stitch marker so we don't get confused. Once we have the slip stitch, we chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over twice, insert the hook into this stitch, the same one, go in, grab yarn and go out. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops, grab yarn, close 2, grab yarn and close 2. So we have 1 treble crochet, again yarn over twice, into the same stitch, grab yarn and go out, close only 2, close the last 2. So we are making unfinished treble crochet. We have 2, yarn over twice into the same stitch, grab yarn and go out, close 2, and then close 2. We have 3, not counting these 5 chains. Remember, we have 3, 4, close 2, close 2, 5. Remember that everything is in the same stitch. 6, and 7. So now we have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 loops on the hook. Now we're gonna yarn over and close only 1, yarn over, close 2, yarn over, close 2, yarn over, close 2, yarn over, close 2, again, yarn over, close 2, close 2, and yarn over, close the last 2. So we stayed with 1 loop on the hook. Now we're gonna skip this first stitch into the next one. In here we make 1 single crochet, have 1 into the next one, 2 into the next stitch, we make number 3, chain 2 into the same stitch, 1 single crochet, and then in the next one 2, in the next one 3, and in the last one 4. We chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into the same stitch. We make the slip stitch, and we have 1 petal. Here it is. Like I said, we are gonna skip this next stitch and we're gonna slip stitch into the next stitch, the one to the side of the stitch marker. So in this one we make the slip stitch. We can remove this stitch marker and place it in the stitch next to where we made the slip stitch, in here. This is just for us to not get confused. And now we're going to repeat 5 chains, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over twice into the same stitch, grab yarn and go out, close 2 and close 2. We have 1 unfinished treble crochet, yarn over twice into the same stitch, close 2, close 2. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 unfinished treble crochet and 8 loops on the hook. We yarn over, close 1, yarn over, close 2, close 2, close 2, close 2, 2, 2, and the last 2, and we stayed with 1 loop on the hook. We skip this first stitch into the next one, single crochet 1 into the next stitch, single crochet 2 into the next stitch, single crochet 3, 1, 2 chains in the same stitch, another single crochet. Then we single crochet in the next stitch, 1 into the next one, 2, and into the last one, 3. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Into the same stitch, slip stitch. We skip this next stitch into the next one, slip stitch, and we repeat. So we're going to repeat these steps until we have the total of 6 petals. Okay, so I finished the flower. I made the slip stitch, chain 1 and cut the thread. Then I joined the decoration and the flower to the headband, and this is the final result. They look very beautiful, very cute, and very easy and fast to make. Here they are. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you liked this tutorial, and if you do, please don't forget to thumbs up, comment, and share, and see you in the next video. Bye.